Hello, good morning everyone. Today is Thursday, August 27, 2020. Today is our third flight for peace, and in this flight today we will take off from Haifa, Israel, towards the Gaza Strip that is ruled by the Palestinian Authority. Hopefully this will be a route that will be easy to take, and along with peace will help us go there. So today we are not allowed to go from Israel to pass towards the Gaza Strip and vice versa. Only those that have permits and not something that is doable. You can take a car in theory and within 2.5 hours or so be there, but it's not something that is possible. So within our series of flights, Flights for Peace, we will do this route. Once everything will be set, I will switch off the camera, enjoy the scenery, fly along the Israeli coast, from Haifa towards Netanya, Tel-Aviv, Rishon, Ashdod, and pass towards Gaza. Let's take a look at the settings of the application. Haifa to Gaza. Flight condition is basically real time, and also weather and everything is set. So without further ado, let's set everything and get ready to fly. Hope you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and if you have anything you can during the session chat and ask questions. I'll be happy to comment, and later on if you see this offline, please do comment, and hope that you will enjoy it. I'm honestly really enjoying that. I've already did some hours in this flight simulator, which is outstanding. You are welcome to take a look at other recordings that are already available. Amazing product by Microsoft, released last week on the 18th. Great simulator, 30 different planes that you have. And basically you can fly everywhere in the world, which is unbelievable. The scenery is stunning. There are some cities which are really modeled in 3D, like Paris, Venice, New York. Others, in Israel it's not the same. Like when you fly high, it's amazing, the scenery, seeing all the landscape. But if you fly very low above the cities, then most of the buildings and the structures are AI built by the engine, so it's not really the same. But once you go and fly above 2,000, 3,000 feet, then it's unbelievable, it's amazing. Okay, so the application is ready. What we see here, that's the Haifa airport. We see the Carmel Mountain, Nesher on the route, right? And that's the plane that we will take. So I will turn off the camera. Let's hit the road. Enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and let's enjoy the flight. Okay, all set, ready to fly. As I said in previous streaming and recordings, I'm really amateur in terms of flying within this plane. So if you have any suggestion what to improve, I'm learning as we go. So please feel free. I'm really the basic in these capabilities, but getting better and better as we move. For now, still using the keyboard and mouse. Hopefully I will have joysticks, yoke, throttle, everything around it soon, but it's really difficult to source those these days. Globally there is shortage because of this simulator. Everyone wants those. So yeah, let's give the engine power and get ready to fly. Engine power. Release brakes and get ready to, oh my god, what am I doing? Ground keys. The keyboard is really sensitive in this sense. Come on, take off. Yeah. My bad, sorry. Again, as I said, using the keyboard and mouse, not the best and not really ideal, but still able to take off. Hopefully this will be better with a joystick or a yoke and throttle and everything. So we are now heading towards Haifa. Let's get the hang of the plane. Come on, climb. time you change an airplane, then the controls are completely different because of the physics of each plane and what it's capable of. But it's getting better. Once you get a hold of that, how much you need to click on the keyboard and the different controls. So yeah. What we see here is the Haifa port and the Carmel mountain, Hadera neighborhood, downtown Haifa, the Carmel, and then heading towards Carmel Tzarfati, which is the French Carmel, passing Haifa, and then we will head over Tirat Carmel, Atlit, Hadera, towards Tel Aviv, and pass that south towards the Gaza Strip. Let me turn off the flaps. And wheels, excellent, landing gear is off, and we are ready to go. I'm reducing some engine power. I don't want to fly too high and too fast, so we can enjoy the views. This is Tirat Carmel below us on the left, and heading towards Atlit. Open the map. This is Atlit right below us. I have a Logitech joystick which is connected to the machine, but I'm not using that because it is super sensitive, and every small switch over the axis take the plane either up or down like immediately. And if you saw the takeoff, which is disaster takeoff, but still managed to do it with a joystick, it's not really built for that. Just a generic joystick. So I tried mapping that, but it's not really easy, so still using the keyboard. Okay, we have passed Atlit, continue south. Let's do a fly over Zichron Yaakov, which we see there. Exactly, there's Foridis and Zichron Yaakov. Let's fly above it, dropping some power and some altitude. Here is Foridis on the left. Yeah. It's beautiful. Okay, continuing south, approaching Caesarea, Akiva, G'ser Azarka, just ahead of us, the first one. Here's G'ser Azarka on the right, then Caesarea. Azarka on the right, then Akiva approaching, and Caesarea right after. Now above Caesarea. Approaching Hadera, what we see, these three little things, which are basically the towers of the electric company. So let's go over Givat Olga and see Hadera on the left. Here's the electric company station. Most of the electricity in Israel is being produced here. Hadera on the left and Givat Olga soon.
Going to 121.05 G Bravo Golf 01.
Here's Hadera.
Tamper approaching G Bravo Golf 01 2,400 feet. G Bravo Golf 01 Tamper approach continue to
Passing above Givat Olga.
altimeter 29.76.
Heading towards Netanya. Now above Etianai, Bderech, how we call it, small mall there, and approaching Netanya. Here is Netanya from above. Netanya football station on the left, and soon leaving Netanya, continuing south towards Herzelia, then Tel-Aviv. Below us is the Wingate Institute for Sports and Athletes. What we see there, that's the Herzelia airport, going along Highway 2 between Tel Aviv and Haifa. כפר שמריהו, הרצליה פיתוח, then Herzelia on the left, Herzelia פיתוח on the right, and Herzelia on the left, along with Raha. What we see there, that's the state of airport, which is not really updated in the simulator. This airport is decommissioned, there is no runway anymore there. Let's do a flyby right above Tel Aviv center. Passing by North Tel Aviv, heading towards center of the town. Tel Aviv from above. Kikar Medina right here, and continue south. I found a major bug yesterday. This what we see here, that's the Israeli center. It should be 3 towers, but the engine didn't really model it correctly, and there is even a small hill being done there. So some bugs still need to be managed. As I mentioned, like the Israeli cities are not really well modeled and just generic by the engine, unlike others like New York, Paris, Venice. Of course, these are much more famous than the Israeli cities, yet something that we can expect. But if you look at the landscape, it's really stunning. So passing by south of Tel Aviv, approaching Bat Yam, then Holon, Rishon LeZion airport is ahead, continue south, passing by Yavne towards Ashdod. And then to the Gaza Strip. Thank you for joining all the viewers online now in this early morning time, and most likely we have more viewers coming from Europe and North America. I'll be happy to hear where you are, so if you want to chat, feel free. Rishon LeZion just passing by the Rishon LeZion airport, continues south towards the Gaza Strip. Those of you have asking, many have asked what is my hardware configuration. So I have a normal PC, which is not the greatest, the latest and greatest, running on an i5 CPU, 8th generation, 16 gigs of RAM, video card is NVIDIA GTX 2060 Super with 8 gig of RAM. I'm now playing with 1440p. I tried it in 4K, but the GPU is getting too hot. But this now, it's running very good on 1440p. And the GPU load is about 42%, temperature is about 68%, so working fairly well. What I do believe is needed is a little bit more RAM, like I think going up to 32 gigs will be better than the 16. And the CPU is about 70% load, so I believe GPU and RAM are the most important thing. And of course you need to have a proper case with good ventilation that will ensure everything is normal. But overall, as you can see, the landscape are amazing, passing by the Palmachim airport, and continue south, approaching Ashdod. Around about 20 minutes for our flight from Tel Aviv in the name of peace to the Gaza Strip. Approaching Ashdod. I've never seen the Gaza Strip from above. It is said that Gaza is the most crowded place in terms of population in the world. It's a very small strip with several million people there. So everyone in Israel is hoping for peace that will eventually benefit both the Palestinians and Israelis. I assure you, let's take a look. That's Ashdod from above, the Ashdod port. Once we pass Ashdod, we will reach Ashkelon. We will see some more towers of the electric company, very similar to what we have seen around Hadera, Givat Olga. And then we will enter the Gaza Strip. As you can see on the map, that's the Gaza Strip here. Here, this is the border between Israel, Gaza, and Egypt. here's Ashkelon. Okay, soon reaching the Gaza Strip. What you see here is in terms of like this cloud, it's really live weather, and the application receives update based on the current weather. You can change it and override it manually. Let me just show you how it goes. If I freeze the flight, you can go in here and you can change the weather. So for example, if I want to have a few clouds, it will look like that. If you want to have scattered clouds, it will look like that. You can switch to high level clouds and broken clouds. You can even make it as a storm in terms of like winds and everything. You see how it goes. If you switch the view internal to the cockpit, you see how it goes. You might even see thunderstorms and everything. So it's really, really great. Let's change the weather to live again. Live weather. In terms of time, let me just change the time back, the view exactly. Again, external. If you change the time, you can see how it reflects in terms of like the sun. You see the sun, you can just fly, like how it goes in terms of sunset. Let's see how it goes just for you to enjoy that. So it really is flexible in terms of capabilities. You can do it in real time, how it is exactly now, or you can change it based on the actual time that you would like to enjoy it. You can do it overnight. How it looks, that's amazing. Night flight. It really is stunning. Oh, take a look at the moon right ahead of us. Okay, approaching Gaza. So let's change the time to be live as it is exactly at this time of the day. Drop a little bit in terms of height so we can see Gaza from lower. Reducing engine power, dropping altitude. Here is Gaza. First time seeing that from above. Actually, I believe I've made a mistake. That's Ashkelon now. Yeah. Gaza soon. Sorry for my mistake. Yeah, that's Ashkelon now. My bad. Dealing with the weather and schedule and completely missed. So soon. That's still Ashkelon. Yeah, exactly as I said before, that's the Ashkelon electric power. Yeah. Too high, now it's great. Still above Israel, above Ashkelon, and approaching Gaza. Soon. My bad for a mistake. Before, sorry for my mistake. Yeah. Still Israel.
Tel-Aviv Center, G Bravo Golf 012,900 feet.
Yes, exactly. exactly how could I have done this mistake. My bad, sorry, first time seeing that from above. Yeah, it's Ashkelon and heading towards the Gaza Strip really soon. Let's go and land. Yeah, I think that's the line which crosses between Israel and the Gaza Strip. Yeah, it looks like we are now heading over the Gaza Strip. Yeah. Yeah, as said, it is really a dense area. We will see how it looks like from above. Flying for peace, Israel and the Palestinian Authority. Here is Gaza, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you everyone for joining and watching. Flying above Gaza. It's Gaza City. From there we will continue south towards Rafah, all the way to the Egyptian border. Then we will do a flyby, turn and fly again over Gaza towards north. I think approaching the south of the Gaza Strip, Rafiah city, all the way towards the border with Egypt. Let's do a round and head back north. Flying for peace from Haifa, Israel to the Gaza Strip. Now above Rafiah and the border with Egypt. Like that's the border. Yeah. Now crossing above Egypt. This the Egyptian Rafiah, I believe what is called. Let's go back. As you can most likely hear the keyboard because I don't have a yoke or a proper joystick, it's really difficult to control. So every time you need to click like on 4 and 6, turning left or right, and then the 5 in order to adjust it back to straight the airplane. So it's really difficult with the keyboard and mouse. Yet nonetheless you can really enjoy. Just requires more involvement. Adjusting the trim, vertical trim. Yeah. Flying from 4-piece from Haifa to Gaza. Hope you all enjoy it. For me it's great. It's the first time I'm seeing the Gaza Strip from above. Seems like this is exactly the border between Israel and the Gaza Strip. I said it is a very dense, populated area. Small strip with a few million people. The next flight that I'm planning, in the name of peace, is going to Saudi Arabia and most likely fly towards Mecca and Riyadh. So it should be fun. That's next in line in our series. Today is the third one, still several more to go. Let's see how it looks during the night. Yeah, evening time, sunset. That's beautiful. Gaza during the night. Okay, let me just stop. Freeze. Thank you very much for joining. This was our third flight in our series of Flying for Peace from Haifa, Israel towards the Gaza Strip. We flew along the coastline from Haifa to Hadera, Netanya, Tel-Aviv, Bat Yam, Holon, Rishon, Palmachim, Ashdod, Ashkelon, and then over to the Gaza Strip, north of the Gaza Strip, Gaza City, Rafah, to the border of the Egyptian border, turning back north, and now exactly above Gaza City, how it looks during the night. Thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe to my channel and give thumbs up. If you want, feel free to comment and chat. Again, peace to everyone, peace to all, to the benefits of all people. We do hope this will happen. Thank you for watching. Our next series, flight in the series will be flying to Saudi Arabia, to Mecca and to Riyadh. This should be a great flight along the Red Sea. Looking forward for that. Thank you for joining. Have a great day.